Over the last 12 years of being a business, obviously I've seen pretty much everything there is to see in property. So I thought I would try and share some tips with you guys of how you can maximise your sale. So I'll take you inside the property and show you a few things that you could do in this house to maximise the sale. This property was actually rented out for a period, so it actually needed a really good freshen up. So what we did is we painted all the walls and give it a real deep clean just to make sure it came across fresh. The next level from this would be to actually stage the property. And I think it's fantastic whenever people dress the table, have little wine glasses, napkins folded, and even candles. And it just gives people a real feeling of what you can do or what home life would be like. If you're trying to sell your house in the middle of winter and your garden isn't really up to scratch, a lot of clients, what they're doing is putting down artificial grass. It's very cost effective. It's great for kids outside playing and doesn't make any mess with muck being traipsed into the house. One of the most common questions I get asked is reference, believe it or not, to carpet. Should I change the carpet? Is it worth spending the money to update the carpet? My opinion is that if you have a really strong colour, like a bright red or a bright blue, it doesn't come across very well in photographs and is quite personal. What works best in photographs is light colours and sort of neutral colours. Don't be spending big money on the carpet if you are going to do it, because the chances are somebody will change it to their own taste. But certainly just for the photographs and for making the house seem fresh, I do think it's worth making sure you do have the right colour. A real off-put for people is whenever they walk into a bathroom and they see mouldy grout or dirty tiles or the silicone's gone. It's very, very cost effective, very quick and easy to do to replace that and just freshen it up. It gives people a nice opinion of the house. The bathroom is quite a personal room. There's so many different styles, different tiles you can use. So depending on the level of the bathroom, what it's like and condition, you could either choose to decorate up in certain ways, add feature tiles, maybe freshen up the bath panels. But there's also a level you get to and you're actually better off just leaving it, because the people who are buying the home will want to do it themselves, so you would actually be wasting money. So it's a thing we will advise on once we see it in the evaluation. Should you spend the money or should you not? Something that's actually very common, and we actually received a phone call this morning looking for some advice, is about the electrics in a house. Surveyors and banks are very fussy and do want the electrics brought up to date. Again, we can advise, is it necessary or what level it needs to go to. For example, the phone call this morning was, the lady was saying she was having a new kitchen put in and the wiring was okay, but should she do it while the work is being done? And my answer to that was absolutely. It's going to create a bit of a mess. So get it done while you're doing other works to the house, and it means whenever it comes to the sale, which will be in about 6 months or so with this in particular lady, it means it will sail through survey and there won't be any problems and there won't be any arguments about money or having the work done. Something that is of the utmost importance in properties is making sure any leaks or any damp patches have been fixed. It's a real off-put for purchasers. As soon as they see a leak from the ensuite upstairs or they see condensation marks, it's just an instant negative which you want to avoid. So do speak to us. We do have guys that will work with us and help you fix the problem. We can get it decorated for you afterwards, but it's worth doing for sure. So we are here to get you the most value for your property. That's what we do best. When it comes to pricing your property, it's very important that it's kept realistic. We will show you comparables of what is sold in very, very close to you, what they've gone for, compare them to your house to make sure you maximise your value. That's what we're here for. It's important that we keep it realistic at the marketing level and that it's find its own value. The market is very, very hot and very strong at the moment. There's huge amount of viewings, huge amount of interest. So hopefully, look, some of the tips that I've given you today, hopefully it helps you get your house ready for sale. If you'd like us to come and visit, give you a free valuation and talk to you about things you can do, and if you need any help with tradesmen or getting people to the house, we can also take care of that for you. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon.